will not talk to me in that fashion.
In what fashion?
Case People versus Thomas Styron. Here we go.
Mr. Public Defender Otatella on behalf of Mr. Styron, who stands to my left. Well, let's talk to the judge about that, right?
We've been through this. Seems to be some confusion.
What's the confusion?
I've stated multiple times on the record that I wish to represent myself.
Well, I thought we got rid of that issue the last.
Yeah, I thought so too. I spoke to this gentleman right here and expressed my wish to represent myself as well.
All right. Well, if he doesn't want you, I mean, we'll figure that out in a moment. So, Mr. Styron, we're going to go through this again. What do we want to do in this case? You understand what you're charged with, sir?
So, I understand what the charges are against me, yeah.
Okay, look, you're going to have to give me straightforward answers to my questions because I've got to make sure that you understand certain things. I got to do certain things here.
From my understanding,
you understand, first of all, that if you do be direct, you want to smile about it and laugh about it, take him back. We'll call him out later. Take him back. You keep laughing. You laugh one more time, that's 30 days. Go contempt. Look it up.
Wow, that's how fast a courtroom can turn. You can literally see the judge's patience disappear the moment he starts smirking. She's not playing games. One more laugh and boom, 30 days for contempt. It's a reminder that a courtroom is not a stage. Judges have the power, and if you disrespect that, you pay the price instantly.
Here, what? Oh, they're there. All right. Court calls the case of the People versus Styron. Recall. State your name.
my name is Thomas Styron. I live in man.
Mr. Styron, you are before the court. You have elected to represent yourself. I do have to advise you that you have 3 counts against you. The first count is that of fleeing and eluding 3rd degree under the Motor Vehicle Code. Do you understand the nature of that charge, sir?
This is under the assumption that you're compelling me to identify as Thomas York Styron, the legal entity on this case.
I believe that you are. Do you understand the nature of the charge, sir?
I don't understand how the name you have on the case and who I am, it's 2 different people.
I have a complaint, Thomas Styron II. Do you understand that that individual is charged with fleeing and eluding 3rd degree?
So,
do you understand the nature of that charge? You just need to answer my question.
For the record,
take him back, and when he decides he wants to cooperate, we'll bring him back. Maybe.
Here's where the classic sovereign citizen logic kicks in. Styron's claiming he's not the person listed on the case, that Thomas Styron is some separate entity. It's the kind of pseudo-legal nonsense that never works. But these defendants truly believe it does. You can feel the judge's disbelief turning into irritation. She's trying to stay calm, but you can hear her patience cracking with every word.
Recalls the case, People of the State of Michigan versus Thomas Styron II. Styron, you are before the court on a felony complaint that does allege count 1. And I'm going to presume, since you do not want to answer the court's questions, that you understand English and understand what I'm saying. You are before the court on 3 charges. Count 1 is the charge of fleeing and eluding 3rd degree. Under the Michigan Motor Vehicle Code, that is a felony punishable by up to 5 years incarceration and $1,000 fine plus court cost, and would require the Secretary of State to suspend your license for up to 1 year upon conviction. Count 2 is assaulting, resisting, and obstructing a police officer. That is a felony or high court misdemeanor punishable by up to 2 years incarceration and/or a $2,000 fine plus court costs. Count 3 is a misdemeanor offense of operating with a license suspended, denied, and/or revoked. That is a misdemeanor as indicated, punishable by up to 93 days, $500 fine plus court costs. Your vehicle could be subject to immobilization. Since you refused previously to answer my acknowledgement as to whether you understand that, I will assume that you understand what you're charged with. You are also entitled to be represented by counsel at this and all subsequent proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney would be provided at public expense to represent you in this matter. You are entitled, as indicated, to be represented at this proceeding, all subsequent proceedings, including your preliminary examination, and if the matter were to proceed by trial, you would be entitled to counsel. It is, as we have gone through the previous proceedings, the court's understanding that you do not wish to be represented by counsel, and that this matter will then proceed forth with you representing yourself. I have to advise you that in representing yourself, the court will make the presumption that you understand the Michigan court rules, those regarding both procedure and those regarding evidence. The court will not be providing any legal assistance to you during the course of those proceedings and will hold you to the same standards that I would hold an attorney representing or practicing before this court. So, with all of that, and with the court's understanding that you do not want to be represented by counsel, I will set this matter for its next proceeding.
This part shows just how professional the judge remains. Even when she's being completely ignored, she reads out every charge, the penalties, the rights, all while the defendant stares blankly. It's like watching someone try to reason with a wall. Yet legally, she has to go through every step because that's how due process works. Even when the person refuses to participate, the system has to move forward.
Mr. Odetella. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Your Honor, we have the discovery. I have not been able to share that discovery with Mr. Styron. I tried to speak with him and go over it, but I'd be happy to turn that over to him at first available.
All right. If you would either turn that over to the court officer so that they can provide that to Mr. Styron so that he has the discovery, and if you could do that today, I would appreciate it.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm setting the preliminary examination. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
The people would have their witnesses available June 11th. Set this matter for preliminary examination in person, June 11th, 2024, 9 a.m. That is before me. Defendant, as he was leaving the courtroom the last time, the court did find the defendant in contempt, sentenced him to 30 days. The defendant will serve that sentence. The court will sign the judgment of sentence regarding the contempt.
I don't understand how that's possible. Like I said,
The public defender steps in here still doing his duty even though Styron fired him. That's how the system ensures fairness. The judge doesn't lose her composure. She just moves on methodical, focused. You can tell she's seen this kind of I don't recognize your authority attitude before. She's not rattled, just done entertaining it.
Well, first of all, watch your
You're
language.
treating me as if I'm the trustee, or I don't want to partake in any trust fraud or anything like that. Is this a SQV trust matter? Involved in this? Is my social security number attached to this at all? Go figure.
Mr. Styron, or whoever you wish to be addressed as, I'd suggest that you watch yourself because there's going to be more time coming. You keep it up. You will learn how to conduct yourself appropriately in these proceedings in this courtroom and before me. You will not, in any manner whatsoever,
You're trying to compel me to be somebody I'm not.
or this institution.
You have no evidence
It will not
to prove that
happen.
I'm who you say I am.
You will not talk to me in that fashion.
In what fashion? I'm not the one being unethical.
Very good. You'll serve the 30 days. We'll see. We'll see him on the 6th. Bond continued.
And then meltdown. Styron starts rambling about trusts, social security, and some kind of assesses nonsense. The judge finally snaps. Her tone drops and she warns him flat out. Keep it up and you'll get more time. This is a perfect example of how patience has limits, even for a judge. Courtrooms demand respect and this man's behavior crossed every line. By the end, the judge delivers a final blow. You will learn how to conduct yourself appropriately. That's not anger. That's authority.